Your case manager ignores your release plan, throwing it in the trash at your first meeting. Well, bleep happens. Welcome to my video series, Indicted and Facing Prison, Now What? My name is Marc Blatstein, and I know firsthand how surreal and overwhelming this experience can be. In 2006, I too was convicted of a felony and lost my medical license. But with hard work, in 2010, I was able to get it reinstated in full. And I'm here to provide you with crucial information daily because knowledge and preparation are important to build back your confidence so that you can navigate through these challenging times. The Department of Justice and FBI, if you've been learning that they've been asking questions, their case against you is likely mostly complete, and they have a 98% conviction rate. However, knowledge is power, and I'm putting it in your hands. Delaying to take this next step can have severe consequences. This is your future at stake, which is critical to hire a legal team, not only with a track record of successfully defending cases like yours, but it's more than just experience. You need to feel that it's a good fit for you in order to get the best possible outcome. Make the right choices now, and you can move today, and you can move forward with confidence tomorrow. Should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call and consider engaging my services at 240-888-7778. This is your life and your future. First, don't get depressed and stop everything you're doing if your case manager just throws your plan out the window or into the trash. Eventually, either your case manager, unit team, halfway house, residential reentry manager, or a probation officer who supervises you once you're released, eventually someone's going to read all that you've done as it's now in your official BOP file. And also online, if you've chosen to start a website for yourself with a new blog that lets your supervised release probation officer read it, but also can begin to build back your reputation online. Your release plan should include details about your post-release plans and why you need this time to get back on your feet. This consists of finding stable housing, securing employment, or reconnecting with family and loved ones. The residential reentry managers and case managers will use your release plan to decide whether you're suitable for placement. Although the applicable program statement indicates that unit managers are responsible for coordinating individual programs to meet the particular needs of the inmate in the unit, and that such program is highly innovative and complex. The caveat is that with staffing shortages and what the employees of the Federal Bureau of Prisons are going through, the programs may have long waiting lists or have been shuttered. Case managers can ease your time in prison, and some may proactively provide you with early release once they've observed everything you're doing to improve yourself through the Second Chance Act. So there's assessment scoring. The Spark 13 survey for your assessment, risk assessment, when you first go to prison, has to be, you've got to go to a computer and take that survey in order to get, you'll be able to take the classes, but in order to get earned time credits, you need to have done that first. Plus, if on my website, you can actually see what the questions are to the Spark 13 assessment survey and understand what you'll need to know. Pattern scores, these are hard-coded scores. And so that being is that whatever age you are, that's your age. You can't change it. Male or female, you can't change it. If you have an education, GED, physicist, PhD, law, that's already been done. And so the lower the number on your pattern score will decrease your security level. And progress report documentation. Well, this is big because it's your insurance once you're in prison to be able to document everything you do that provides verification to your case managers. Custody classification, well, that's important too. And in part, it comes from you understanding what goes into public safety factors and management variables, and that you're not considered on the pre-sentence report as a ringleader, a kingpin, someone who is in charge of this criminal scheme. PSR is your pre-sentence report. Statement of reasons is the judge's orders, and the Financial Responsibility Program, or FRP. This is for those of you who have restitution or a financial penalty. They're going to expect you to participate in the Financial Responsibility Program, and that means that if you're getting, up to $300 to $500 a month, you may want to go ahead and offer $100 quarterly, $50 quarterly. They may only ask for 25 initially, but you need to be able to positively participate in that program, because if you don't, they may take away your ability to earn time credits, which is through the First Step Act to get early release, even to use the commissary. And so if you're helping your case managers by complying with that First Step Act, or rather Financial Responsibility Program, doing everything you're supposed to do, and you're helping your manager get what they want, which is, no problems on their wing, which will get them recognition from their supervisors. You may get what you want. To start out by learning about your judge and ask your attorney who has already inquired if the First Step Back programs are going to advance you as a candidate for advancement into society. Essentially, will you be able to get earned time credits? There are programs, you'll need to take the programs. And then when you're done taking the programs, your insurance is getting a journal or logbook or something through Amazon to cheaply to every day document that you were there. So if you get challenged 6 months later, you're able to point to your logbook journal as your insurance that you actually did attend. Programs and books, First Step Back. For every 12 months of programming, you'll get approximately 6 months of early release, but confusion still reigns in the Federal Bureau of Prisons, and we're now in 2024. If you're already at this point and don't have the time to wait for my future videos, give me a call and we can discuss your situation one-on-one. Once again, my phone, 240-888-777-8. The BOP, Bureau of Prisons, is now in their third iteration of the First Step Back calculation, which states that prisoners can only earn 10 credits per page per month for the first year of their incarceration. And they're not counting they're not counting the first assessment that should be done within 30 days. I don't know if this is going to remain final because as the law was initially written, your first assessment is within your first 30 days of arrival at prison. Your second assessment is 6 months later. So by month 7, we've all thought that you should be earning 15 earned time credits per month. That may not happen until month 12. I don't know. Documenting your First Step Back progress requires building a new habit, which takes time and effort. It's true. Similar to documenting your records for taxes, or when you want to buy your home, but here it impacts your life. The books you've read, the First Step Back classes you've taken, your entries at best should be daily. First Step Back programs compliment the teachers. Write something that you learned that you may want to use in later life. Write down that you thank your counselor or case manager for suggesting the program and the content you've learned, no matter what it was, whether it's teaching you to walk around the track or teaching you how to write a check. Nonfiction books, similarly, they note daily if you found what you found interesting that could help you in future life. Log every meeting you've had with every BOP counselor, correction officer, staff member by date, time, and topic. All of this is insurance for your future protection. It will also show the court and stakeholders how you are constantly learning and striving to create a new path. You're addressing your criminogenic needs, which is part of the purpose of the First Step Back, and you're working to reconcile with society, as you may have a request from the court later of just one person, or of course later. For a list of books that you like to read, I got a little mixed up in my notes here. You want to create a preset schedule and list of books to be sent into you from family, friends, relatives, so one person is not responsible for incurring all the costs, and they should be sent in maybe 2 every 3 weeks to a month. And all of this is important, especially as you then begin to write notes or summaries of these books of things that you learned for a future time. At home, someone could start a simple website for you. Right now you have a probably very bad online presence. The Bureau of Prisons was kind enough to write your autobiography for the world to see called Your Indictment. But now someone at home could be entering or blogging your daily routines. And while it can't change what you've done, it can create future options or future opportunities and a more successful journey through prison because your case managers may want to go ahead and see what you're writing. You don't want to be complaining online. You don't want to be complaining on the telephone. You don't want to be complaining on emails. Everything has to be about things that you're learning. A more persuasive case for early termination of supervised release, which through the Second Chance Act, unbeknownst to you, your case managers can authorize. It's a faster way to potentially a successful career. So from Amazon, have inexpensive softback lined journals, for $5 or $6, could have 300 pages in it. But the Bureau of Prisons, will only let them in if they have some sort of writing on at least every other page where it's an inspirational quote, anything. So that, because if they're just blank line journals, they may be turned away. To engage my services or to have your concerns answered, please give me a call today, 240-888-777-8. This is my own cell, and I personally answer and return all calls. You can also get additional information from my website at pprsus.com. That's P as in Paul, P as in Paul, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, us.com. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in today, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.